Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video we're talking about PlayStation 3, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, some leaks, and possibly more. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about PlayStation 3 emulation on PC with RPCS3, and RPCS3 just got a really big update. Now, just a few weeks ago we talked about a major breakthrough with RPCS3, and that was in terms of game compatibility. They had tested 3,393 games, and every single one of them at least got into the intro. If you take a look at the loadable and nothing categories, they had zeros in them. And the playable category is by far the dominant category, which is amazing. And since then, if you take a look here, 3,403 games have been tested. We've got more games listed as playable. More games are in-game. Less games are just getting into the intro screen, and loadable and nothing are still zero. And now version 0.0.26 alpha has just been released. There have been a bunch of fixes and improvements here. As always, I'll leave a link to the entire changelog in the description below, and I do recommend checking it out. By a whole lot in here, I mean a whole lot. Check out every single line item in here. If I was to read every single one, this video would be like 20 minutes long. One of the many new features added is automatic games detection. If you put your games in the RPCS3/games folder, they'll be automatically detected by the emulator, which saves a huge headache when adding them to your library. At the time of filming, the latest build of RPCS3 is version 0.2.26-14525. You can pick it up for Windows, Linux, or Mac. I'll leave a link in the description below. I'll also leave a link to the game compatibility tracker in the description below, and I do recommend checking that out. There are a lot of PS3 games that work, and some of them do require some tricks in order to get them running smoothly. It'll tell you everything you need to know in that game's compatibility tracker. Moving on, and we're talking about Xbox emulation on PC with XEMU, and XEMU also got a brand new update. Now, I'm not gonna lie here, I get asked about XEMU a whole bunch, and no, as of this moment, it's not on Android, and I have no idea when it's actually coming to Android, if it's coming to Android anytime in the near future. However, what I do know is that 0.7.72 just released. And if you're on Mac, you might like this one. I would argue that if you're not using Mac, or I guess even if you're using Mac, this really isn't a huge update in terms of performance or compatibility. The update says pin macOS runner to macOS 11 for now. Unfortunately, that's really all I've got for you right now for XEMU. But if you know anything about emulation, emulation improvements come in leaps and bounds and kind of sometimes out of nowhere. You'll hear nothing from an emulator for a while, and then all of a sudden there's a massive update. Be patient with XEMU, it's already pretty awesome, and it's only getting better. Moving on, and we're talking about another leak. It seems like day after day we're getting leak after leak, and well, today is no different. The prototype, the January 3rd, 1998 prototype for Burning Rangers has been leaked. And arguably this is the best prototype yet. All of this is hosted on Hidden Palace, so I'll drop a link to this site in the description below and feel free to check it out and learn a little bit more. Every single mission is playable in this one. It's far more complete than the previous prototype, however every single mission does have issues and there are a lot of bugs. Arguably, at least in my opinion, the biggest thing about this prototype is Versus Mode. Versus Mode is present, it's selectable, and it's playable. It is extremely buggy, but it's a neat feature that wasn't in the final game. And last up here, this is a quick one. A brand new Sony IP seems to have leaked. It's a third-person RPG shooter, and it was kind of called Ooze before thanks to Dusk Golem. Some super early alpha gameplay footage has leaked, and this footage kind of is pre-alpha. It shouldn't be used to judge the game at all. It shouldn't be used to criticize the game, more or less just to kind of understand what the game might be offering. Anyways, Supernovas here posted the footage on Twitter. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a bunch today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.